On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
Hi, Geoffs.
Hi, obitties.
Hey, bitches, biddies.
Dumbasses.
Dumbasses. Whatever you want to be called, we'll do it.
We don't kink shame if that's your thing.
Yeah, we know how to follow instructions here. Whatever we're doing. We've gotten to see a lot of each other lately. We were together last night. Tell them what we did.
We went roller skating.
We went to the roller rink. We didn't break anything.
No.
There was no costumes for this one, which came in clutch, because if you listen to our live show from San Francisco, we have a little doozy of a story in there about how we were spoiled milk that October.
Yes.
And so, you know, it's always nice when there's no pressure. No pressures for costumes. And costume parties, honestly, depending on where you're going, who's going, what the vibe is, can be completely different. Because sometimes you show up and it's elaborate, cool costumes. Sometimes it's a more laid-back vibe.
I love a costume party. A costume party on wheels can go a ton of different ways.
It can go haywire.
Last night was terrifying. That guy that was
yeah,
rolling around with the scariest mask I had ever seen. He was just skating around.
Scary. We went to this roller rink and we weren't going for a costume party, nothing. And we get there and our friend group was dressed like just normal, casual, whatever. But then some people there were in costumes. And this one guy, yeah, he was terrifying looking. And then there was this other girl dressed as Chucky.
Oh, I kept
Did you
seeing
see her?
I wasn't sure if it was Chucky or that was just her outfit.
Oh, and who was the lady that was yelling? The lady in red. She'd be like, on your right!
Oh, no. Yeah, I almost got rolled over by her.
She was trying to fucking derby it up. She was going to elbow you.
Wait, did you have to go to the bathroom at any point?
No, I pre-planned. I peed before we went in because walking into a restroom on roller skates feels like you're walking in outer space.
Oh my God, Spencer. I don't think I told you this, but I rolled into the bathroom like uncontrollably into a witch. A girl dressed as a witch.
Great. Now you have that pimple on your chest. That's that's a spell she put on you.
I have a pimple on the middle of my chest.
I'm not an asshole just calling it out, by the way. She said, look at this when she got here.
It's alarming. I got out of the shower and looked in the mirror and was like, am I wearing a ruby necklace or something? Like,
is this from when I was on the Titanic 84 years ago?
It's the heart of the ocean.
Yes.
No, but I rolled in so hot into the bathroom because you go from like the roller rink, then you go to carpet, and then it goes to tile. And so I like caught some speed, ran into a girl dressed as a witch, and then had to pull my pants down to go to the bathroom, but on wheels.
Dangerous.
And then I had to roll over to the toilet paper. It was a whole thing.
Too many textures happening.
It was really, really tough. Good workout, though. I'm sore today.
Yeah, it was super nostalgic. Like, we got popcorn and little drinks, and it was fun.
Very cute.
Fun night.
Very nice. I had kind of a hectic week with my dog, Doris. She had just been kind of not herself for like a week.
Well, yeah, you took her to the vet, right?
Yeah, and like nothing was really that wrong, but I just knew, like I just knew, you know, if hot dog's being weird, other people might not be able to see it.
Sure.
But I felt like, God, is she depressed? What is going on? And I'm with her 24/7, or she's with my husband 24/7. Like, she's never alone, so we're always monitoring her. But she wasn't eating her food. She would smell it, and then she just was like kind of grossed out by it.
Yeah.
But she was still super active. Anyway, I took her to the vet, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They did blood work. They did a bunch of tests, her vitals, everything was fine. And then they gave her like fluids and like a B12 shot. But then we realized that all of her symptoms are pregnancy symptoms, which made me fucking lose my mind because she's just a puppy. She had one heat and we already have her spay scheduled. So I'm like, if she is pregnant, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't know how that could happen.
There's no way. You don't leave her side.
No, there's no way. I talked to the vet and she is most likely having a phantom pregnancy. It's so wild, Spencer. Like, I guess the dog's hormones are telling her that she is having a baby, and she carries these two little squeaky toys with her to bed every single night. She is nesting a ton.
Is she lactating? Because I have a few friends that have had their dogs go through it, and they like will literally lactate.
Yeah, no, she's not lactating. My husband and I were laying in bed cracking up because we're like, oh my God, we feel like the worst fucking people because anytime she brings us a toy, we throw it across the room for her. We always play with her toys.
Yeah.
And so she would bring us these babies and we'd fucking chuck them like across the room.
She's like, what are you doing with my children, you fucking monster?
Those are my babies.
I love it.
So we're dealing with that
so
right
you're just
now.
Leaving her alone with the toys.
God, I'm reading everywhere that like you're supposed to take the toys away. I don't know. So
don't fucking. The way I look at it, whenever I get too caught up in worrying about hot dog and actually one of my friends told me this about her baby. She's like, when I catch myself getting too much into it and like wanting to research shit, I'm like, people have been having kids forever. People have had dogs forever. Like, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. And the vet said he's like, it will resolve itself.
Yeah. Oh,
but,
man.
Fuck, man.
Crazy. I do have some listener emails for us.
Yes.
We have gotten so many emails lately, and it is wild, and they're all so good, but I have to break them up. We cannot read them all in one sitting. So if you sent us an email, I promise we'll try and get to it.
Same with DMs.
There's two of us on there, and so I feel like you'll go on and you'll post or whatever, and then you'll read some DMs and respond, and then I'll go on and read some DMs and respond, but I never know who's responding to who.
I know.
And I'm like, I don't want to open this if you've already if you're like having a conversation. I don't know.
We're going to think of a better system because we don't want them to stop.
We're trying to get into the 21st century. We don't know how to do it. Well, this first email, which by the way, if you want to write to us or follow us, our Instagram is @obituarypod.
Good job.
Thank you. And then our email address is obitpod@gmail.com. And so this person wrote to us, and they put their name in here twice, so I'm going to assume it's okay to say. If you guys ever want us to not say your names, then tell us not to say your name.
Yes.
Or just don't put it in there, because we're idiots and we'll forget. We'll say it anyways.
Or give a fake name. A good one.
Oh, yeah. Or just sign it from Geoffs.
Yes. Okay. I like that.
This one says, hello, I'm Haley. I'm a daily listener. Love you guys so much. We love you back, Haley.
We love you, Haley.
I'm sitting here listening to the Dead Boner episode. So funny, if I might add. And I actually worked in a funeral home. It was very short-lived. When I started, I was so excited. I've wanted to go to school to be a mortician for a long, long time. I'm a makeup artist who just wants to paint dead people up, I guess. But instead, I settled for a receptionist, and that was probably not a great idea. When people die, the first call comes to the funeral home, and you have to fill out a paper for the deceased, and then they'll deliver the body to the home. It was the first time I had ever filled this paper out. A wife called hysterical, and I did my best to fill out the paper, not realizing I filled her info in for her dead husband. For a week, they had a body in the morgue, not knowing the whole time it was the husband and not the wife. They wrote an obituary for the wife instead of the husband, and I got fired.
Oh, no, Haley.
Haley said, not funny, but it was just so funny to me because I find death an inevitable thing, and they had the obituary ready for when the wife passed. Two birds, one stone, right?
Yeah.
They stuck me in organizing death records before they fired me. I enjoyed it too much, LOL. Okay, story and ranting over. Thanks for reading. Stay spooky, babes. Haley.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's some shit I would do for sure.
Oh, I would fuck everything up.
I couldn't do it.
That wife would be cremated.
We've already said, yeah. Like, sorry. We don't know what happened. She like comes in. We're like, hi, get into the retort, please.
Yeah, we're like, hey. She's like,
I'm alive. And it's okay. I know we sound so bad for laughing, but listen, death is an inevitable thing. And if you've ever been around it or have involved it, you have to build some sort of sense of humor around it, because
to deal.
Even those times, like I think about it, even when I've been in my like darkest moments of grief, I will still just laugh sometimes like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is going on? We had another email that came through that I loved. It said, hey, first and foremost, I love your podcast. I'm currently binging all of the episodes, and all this talk of weird or funny things that happened about death and funerals reminds me of something that happened to me that I thought you guys might find funny. In 2017, my dad passed away. He was sick with pneumonia and died pretty quickly, and none of us were prepared for such a loss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is losing a parent. Hey, I've done it a few times. It's hard. It's the worst. But now that I've brought this way the fuck down, it's time to get to the funny part. My sisters and I were in charge of the playlist for the funeral. We picked songs from his huge CD collection, and funny enough, Another One Bites the Dust made it on there. But that's not even the best part. After people had their chance to speak and share their final thoughts, we came to the part of the funeral where everyone has their chance to walk up to the casket and say their last goodbyes. My mom, sister, and I are all crying and super emotional, and that's when it happened. The song that came on as people walked up to him started to play, and it was Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me. We instantly went from being in the throes of sadness to collectively laughing. Though it wasn't intentional, it was fitting. My dad wouldn't want us to cry like that. I really feel like it was his way of telling us he's still around. Keep killing it over there on Obituary. Love, Susie.
Thank you, Susie.
That is the best.
We're going to pour a little sugar on you, Susie.
Yeah. Step inside. Walk this way. You and me back. Hey, hey. That is just that's so good. And honestly, I feel like people do, my great-grandma Lil's funeral, something flew over. It like knocked over and we were like, oh.
What?
Yeah. I feel like people just come through sometimes.
Okay, I have a listener email, and this person talks about Hollydale. Remember Hollydale?
What a throwback. What episode was that?
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't even remember
Oh
her.
my God, so long ago. Single digits?
Oh, God.
All right, it goes, hi, Spencer and Madison. Never have I ever, lies, I've done all the dirty shit. Haha, no, seriously though, I have never written to podcast creators of a podcast that I love so much.
Ugh.
I wanted to say how much I loved learning about Hollydale because the Rancho Los Amigos part of the hospital is still a functioning hospital.
Oh, that makes sense why some of the buildings look newer. Or preserved.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's in the burnt down part and I'm actually a ghost.
Yeah, perfect. Let us in.
Let us in.
Rancho is internationally renowned for their treatment of rehab patients, not drug and alcohol rehab, but spinal cord and brain injuries, stroke, and any injury or illness requiring long-term care and long-term physical therapy.
My rehab was definitely for drugs and alcohol.
Hey, it's fine. I know this because I personally did a semester of clinicals there in nursing school.
Oh, cool.
In 1955, a doctor, Vernon Nickel at Rancho, even created the halo brace that is still used today. Think Regina George in Mean Girls after she gets hit by that bus.
The big one around her head?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It also makes me think of Romeo and Michelle, but I know it wasn't one around her head. But...
No, that was the scoliosis.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember they stuck the magnets to it? Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitches. My nursing cohort walked by the abandoned part of the hospital, and it absolutely looked like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It totally does.
Totally.
To learn now that we were right, that it was a psychiatric hospital, is so validating and also so creepy. I want to go back now with this new perspective.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
I love an update.
I do too.
Or I love like when people write us things that we've talked about and tell us more.
I know. I love it. Please keep it coming.
Keep it coming. Should we move into our coffin spinners?
Yes.
Oh, bitch. This week, I am coming in hot with some bizarre phobias.
Phobias.
Phobias. The name coffin spinner alone would send somebody with phoretrophobia over the edge. So we'll start there. Yeah.
What's that?
Phoretrophobia is the fear of caskets or coffins, which, by the way, I'm probably going to butcher some of these names. I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Weird. Yeah. Yes.
Please. You can send that in an email to notobitpod@gmail.com.
You can send that to moron.com.
Random.com, and we promise we'll read it. Phoretro is a Greek word which translates to coffin, and according to fear.org, which that whole website is quite the journey, there are a lot of different reasons behind someone developing the phobia, but most commonly it can be chalked up to one of two things, which I think this can be said for a lot of phobias. Upbringing, for example, being a little kid, maybe you heard a scary story about a coffin or a body coming out of a casket, and it can also be chalked up to a bad past experience. Maybe you went to a traumatizing funeral. I'll tell you what, I bet anyone who's been affected by an exploding casket probably developed some form of phoretrophobia.
Oh my God, yes, or walking past a graveyard and hearing a baby cry.
Oh, coffin birth. Crazy.
Jesus.
Did you know there's actually a phobia of phobias?
Really?
It's called phobophobia.
Phobophobia?
Yeah. And it can be super common, I guess, in people with that have like anxiety disorders.
I feel like that would just cancel it out.
No, you'd think. But I feel like I'll get more into it. But the American Psychiatric Association categorizes phobias into one of three categories. There's social phobias, agoraphobia, and then specific phobias. And most of the ones that we're focusing on today are specific phobias, which is just a phobia of a specific object or objects, like coffins. Next up on our list is necrophobia, which is the fear of death or dead things. And I know this is like a total known thing, but I kept thinking when I was researching, it's funny how like it's a phobe or a phile. Like you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
We all know what a necrophile.
Oh yeah, necrophilia.
So necrophobia, the fear of death or dead things, it's a bit of a broad term, but usually is preserved for people with extreme fears of death or death-related events, such as funerals, but it can also be broadened to include cemeteries, memorials, anything of the sort. And if you want to get specific, the word coimatrophobia is the official term for the fear of cemeteries. A direct quote from everplans.com says, "In the modern era, cemeteries have been moved away from urban life, which means that most of us aren't interacting with cemeteries on a daily basis, a reality that only serves to make cemeteries seem more foreign, strange, and scary. By distancing ourselves from cemeteries, we're blocking ourselves from realizing that the image in our minds, like zombies and ghosts, etc., it has nothing to do with the reality of the cemetery. Therefore, this creepy image of the haunted cemetery remains in many minds and only perpetuates the irrational fear," which is so true. I mean, people used to pass through cemeteries all the time. And in some places, you still do, like in other states, other countries. But they are kind of sectioned off now, which is strange if you think about it, because back in the day, people used to like...
They'd have like markets and stuff there.
Yeah,
too.
or you just walk through them. It was part of town that you would walk through.
Totally. When my grandma passed away, I was like 13, but we were super close. And I remember after her funeral being freaked out by cemeteries. Now I'm not. Now they're pretty peaceful to me. But I remember like I would have dreams about me falling into a grave.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to push you in. I'll make your dreams come true, baby.
I'm going to haunt you.
But yeah, normalize cemeteries, man.
I mean, come on. They're very peaceful.
Always beautiful. Never bad vibes.
I know, never bad vibes because the people there gone. They're
gone. No, you're right. They're gone.
well, I mean, I feel like if a loved one died and they were wanting to come back, they wouldn't go to the cemetery. They'd want to go be in your house.
They'd want to go to Arby's.
No.
Okay, if you had to pick like one place that you could go to after you died, touch me with your foot again and I'll kill you.
Oh, fuck.
You'll be able to answer this question for real. If you could pick one place to like have as your like place that you could go haunt or roam around, where would it be? Like one place, like one singular place.
I don't know if I can pick just one. Like if I'm asked if I could have any superpower, it would be to be invisible because I would love to just see how people like live their life. I would literally walk into someone's house invisible and just like see their routine.
Okay, so Madison would be a voyeuristic pervert ghost.
I just want to see how people live.
I'm like, I'd want to be in the place in Disneyland in the Haunted Mansion where they're like dancing, all the spirits are dancing and stuff. That's like my dream of an afterlife. Just like a little dinner and ball. I would want to go see my family, I think. No, you're in Cheryl down the street's house like, what you doing? What's in this drawer, Cheryl? Open it up.
I'm like organizing it for her. Like, oh, you're a slob, Cheryl.
Oh, shit.
I'm rearranging her furniture like I always try to do.
Your house isn't haunted. It just has bad feng shui. Now, back to phobias. Aside from my health anxiety, I think trypophobia is something that I lightweight have. I don't want to just diagnose myself with stuff because I don't want to offend anyone. It's not excessive, nor do I avoid it, but it's something that makes me feel so nauseous, and it's the fear of holes, for those of you that don't know. But I feel like when it's talked about, the way that it freaks me out is like spores or just any small cluster of holes, I think is really disgusting. My shower head has a bunch of little holes. It just makes me nauseous.
Really?
If I look at it, it trips me out sometimes.
Really?
Uh-huh. But it's not like a thing that would really fuck with me or like I'm actually scared of. I'm just like, that makes me feel the heebie-jeebies to look at like that.
If you saw like a wiffle ball,
fine. It's like a small cluster of holes on something, especially something natural. Like
a shower head's not natural.
No,
babe.
but like a spore or some type of fungi that has a bunch of little holes in it. I'm like, I don't want to see that. It's disgusting.
No, or like on an ant, like a close up of like a fly's scales.
Or like bot flies. Do you know what those are?
No.
Bot flies are the ones that they implant themselves in people's skin.
No, thank you.
And then they incubate.
Uh-huh.
And eventually they come out and they have wings.
You know what one of my friends was telling me the other day?
Huh.
She used to work in a hospital. It was like a nursing facility, and they had to shut down one whole floor because a nurse was like washing a guy's hair, and he looked down at his hand and there was a maggot on it. And
no,
a part of his neck was rotting.
See, that's the shit I don't like. That's the shit that makes me feel really awful and gross. I think too, like, because that happens with like certain animals or different bodies. Like, I don't know how much it happens, I mean, bugs are a part of death and decomposition when you're just out there.
Bugs, like,
I don't know. They use it, oh my god, you eat 8 spiders a year. Are you swallowing it? But I don't think that's true. I think it's, who knows. What is a spider? What's the fear of spider? Arachnophobia. You don't like spiders, or is it snakes you don't like?
I don't like snakes. What is that phobia?
It's snakeophobia.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. I went to Harvard. So I thought of you because I saw one. Is
this going to be shady?
No. It's equinophobia, which is the fear of horses. I was like, after that horse bit your arm, I'm like, maybe you develop a little bit of...
No, I still love them. I still want to hug them.
Oh my God. Some other ones that I just found super interesting was there's cacophobia.
Cacophobia?
It's C-A-C-O. Casophobia? Cacophobia? Hey, I don't have that. I know that for sure. It's the fear of ugliness.
Oh my God.
And I'm here to tell you that I actually do have it. Ah! There's coulrophobia, and it's the fear of clowns, which I think like a lot of people hate clowns.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the majority. There's hippopotamonstrosis quipedaliophobia, which is the fear of long words, which is so fucked up. It's like the longest name I saw there, too.
That's fucked up.
Evil.
They're like, you have hippopotadika-daka-dookie. They're like, what?
There's
Fucked up.
componophobia, which is the fear of buttons, which I found really
Aw.
interesting.
I have a button nose.
Yeah, you do. And then thanatophobia, which is the fear of dying or the process of dying. Last but not least, we have phasmophobia, which is the fear of ghosts.
It sounds like a Disneyland ride.
I know, I want to go on it. Take me to Phasmaland. I want to get on phasmophobia. Apparently, it's a harder one to diagnose because a lot of people get creeped out or a bit of heightened anxiety when telling or listening to ghost stories. But it's usually more of like an enjoyable anxiety, like that sensation of being on edge.
Okay.
This isn't the case, though, for those suffering from phasmophobia. Symptoms include anxiety, difficulty sleeping, fear of being alone, panic attacks, and, of course, an intense fear of ghosts. For identifying phasmophobia, it's important to note that phasmophobia is not a distinct condition recognized by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, the DSM, the tool used by doctors and other mental health professionals to diagnose mental health conditions. Instead, the condition would likely be diagnosed as a specific phobia, which we talked about earlier. And to qualify for a specific phobia, the fear must be persistent and excessive, leading to other avoidance or extreme distress. The fear must also be life-limiting and affect a person's ability to function in areas of life such as school or work. And symptoms must be present for 6 months or longer and must not be caused by another disorder or condition. It also, just the whole entire time that I was researching phobias, I could not stop thinking. Do you remember the show Maury, where they would bring out, like, someone would be scared of pickles, and they would, like, bring out pickles?
Yeah.
Or someone would be scared of, like, cotton, and so they'd bring out cotton or whatever.
Yeah.
That was so fucked up. Thinking back on it now, I'm like, I don't think that show could happen today. So those are some phobias. We'll definitely have to have a follow-up one day because there's so many, but those were the ones I leaned into this week.
Spencer, I can't even believe that you talked about phasmophobia.
Do you have it?
No. My coffin spinner is probably the opposite of that. It's called spectrophilia, and it is the sexual arousal or sexual attraction to ghosts, baby. We're talking ghost sex.
Oh, I fucking love... I love me some ghost sex. I cannot wait to hear about this because I am obsessed with these stories.
Oh my God. I dove headfirst into this. I was Googling ghost sex like nobody's business. A ton of porn came up. So I was like, can't watch this.
But is it like someone in a sheet? Like,
bitch, I didn't click on it.
I don't believe that for a second.
I didn't. But I found the actual term, and that's what it is, spectrophilia.
Spectrophilia. If you are out there and you feel horny at the thought of a ghost,
go ahead.
Here, we're diagnosing you.
According to psmag.com, spectrophilia is classified as both a phenomenon and a fetish, depending on how the term is being used. When categorized as one of many possible paraphilias, which kind of like what you like.
Yeah.
You said there's either phobia or philia.
Yeah.
Right? Extreme sexual arousal caused by atypical objects, situations, or persons. Spectrophilia means simply, well, sort of, the sexual attraction to ghosts or spirits. Confusingly, this term is also used to describe individuals who experience sexual arousal from images in mirrors.
So imagine you're like, oh yeah, I got spectrophilia. Okay, what kind? You want to fuck a ghost or
you want to look at yourself?
You want to look in the mirror?
Yeah. Spectrophobia is the phobia of mirrors and one's own reflection. So
I have that some days.
Me too.
I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, no, I do. I literally do some days. I'm like, I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to do it. Apparently, most of the time, a spectrophile is just a person aroused by the thought of having sex with a ghost. But full intercourse does absolutely happen.
What do you mean? That can't happen.
People will sit and masturbate to a ghost.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that's intercourse.
No, but intercourse can happen, and I've got examples.
Okay, let me hear them.
So we'll get there. This is not a phenomenon that we hear celebrities like our angel Anna Nicole Smith talk about, or the campy ghost pleasure that we see in movies, but it dates back actually many, many years. There are examples of it throughout history. Slanglang.net says, cultures have stories and tales of spirits or specters having sexual relationships with humans, ranging from Celtic folklore to Greek myths to Arabian and Hindu legends.
Wow.
Yeah, it's this topic. There are so many examples throughout history. I'm kind of just going to focus on Western folklore.
Okay.
Just a little bit because I want to get to the sexy stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what we're waiting for. Me, you, and every ghost in this room right now.
I know they're standing there like, come on, bitch.
Come on, look at my death erection.
In Western folklore, there are the terms incubus and succubus, which I would have to do a whole nother episode on them, but quick little spark notes.
Yeah.
An incubus is an evil male spirit who comes to people in their dreams and seduces them and has sex with them while they're asleep.
I guess that's how Incubus the band got
I
their
know.
name.
I guess it's Latin for like lie above. And a succubus is the female counterpart, and in Latin it means to lie beneath or lie underneath. According to SophiaGray.com, quote, having sex with incubi or succubi was believed to be how witches were conceived because it's the force of something supernatural mixed with the force of human beings.
I kind of like that. Like that's like a origin story of like, how does a witch born? Well, from spectrophilia.
Yes.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
We can just be so cool at parties.
Yeah, everyone bust this out at your next social hour.
And obviously, witches were thought of to be demonic. There was also, Spencer, a painting done by a guy named Francesco Maria Guazzo, done in 1608. And Francesco literally wrote the book called The Book of Witches. I think it's pronounced Compendium Maleficarum, but it's translated as the Book of Witches. And his painting is called The Obscene Kiss. And I have to show it to you because it's a fucking painting of a demon and witches behind him. And it's described as witches licking the devil's anus.
Oh my God.
There's like witches behind him. Let
A
me
lot
lick it.
a lot is happening here. That's some 1600s pornography.
Oh, baby. See, it dates back,
Yes.
licking anus. I also read something like, even when you think of like biblical stories, there's so many stories, including Adam and Eve. Eve had sex with a serpent or mated with a serpent and had Cain. This is no new thing.
Yeah.
So what does ghost sex really feel like? Is it hot? Does the male ghost have a big wiener? I have so many questions.
Yeah.
From what I gather, it is different for everyone. Most notably, probably, is Anna Nicole Smith. She told FHM in 2004 that a ghost would crawl up her leg and have sex with her. She would think it was her boyfriend at the time, but it wasn't. Actress Natasha Blasek, she was in Paranormal Activity 2, said that she could actually feel penetration and the weight of someone on top of her.
No, she couldn't.
Kesha had sex with a ghost and wrote her song Supernatural about it. Actress Lucy Liu said a spirit laid on top of her and made love to her on a futon.
See, out of everyone listed so far, she's the only one that I would kind of trust.
I know.
Like Kesha, that sounds like something Kesha would say.
I was thinking the same thing, I know. But you can't really talk about ghost sex and not bring up Patty Negri. She is a witch and a ghost sex expert. And like she's been on a bunch of those like travel channel shows of like, I had sex with a ghost or like ghost lovers or whatever. And she was on a radio show called Paranormal Review. And she said, quote, it's not just like you're feeling orgasmic. You're really feeling specifically where they are touching. They're touching my left breast. They're touching down there. They're touching something. You actually feel penetration often. I even watched an Oprah interview Which, by the way, there are so many full episodes of.
Oh, you were telling me yesterday when we were on the phone. You're like, oh, I was just watching Oprah.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Huh.
But there was an episode. Oprah was interviewing this little sweet old lady who lived in a haunted house. Her name was Marie Melch. You can YouTube this little clip. It's like maybe 6 minutes long. She talked about all of her like little hauntings. And she said one day she came home from work. She sat in front of a fan and she lit a cigarette and started to smoke a cigarette. Oprah was just kind of like, what the hell? And she's like, I'm really a nice person. She was just a sweet little lady.
This sounds like a Jerry Springer thing, not an Oprah thing. I'm surprised she had her on.
Oh, Oprah had some good shit on there. She said that the cigarette smoke went into the fan and there was like a huge billow of black smoke all around. And this like black figure started to form. And then there was writing on the carpet.
No, that didn't happen.
Listen, she said that it said terrible things. It said her father's name. It called her a whore. The writing, some of it was in pyramids.
No.
She's sweet.
Nobody wrote in her carpet.
She said she woke up one night and realized she was in the midst of a very sexual experience. She said she couldn't see anything, nothing to put her hand on, but it was an intense sexual experience. She said, I didn't physically feel another person, but I had all of the feelings of being engaged in sexual intercourse. But the most like in-depth, crazy account of being in a relationship with a ghost or having sex with a ghost is this woman named Amethyst Realm. Have you heard of her?
Yes.
You have heard of her?
Uh-huh.
So, if you don't know, Amethyst is a woman who has claimed to have had sex with a ghost, and she is a spiritual guidance counselor. And in December of 2017, she was on, it's that British show called This Morning on ITV. Mm-hmm. It's I like the host, the two hosts. They're a guy
They're
and a
funny.
girl.
It's the guy and the blonde lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had her on. And she gave an in-depth interview on her taboo adventures.
I think that's actually where I first saw her. Because I used to be obsessed with watching that show because I used to watch this reality show called The Only Way is Essex. Mm-hmm. And they would talk about... They did something on that show sometime with one of them. And so I started watching the show.
Okay.
But I think that's where I heard about this lady.
Oh, it gets deep. It's not just one segment. She comes back and back. The segment was called I Gave Up Men to Have Sex with Ghosts. And she recalls first starting to feel a certain energy when her fiance and her moved into a new home. She said she would feel like a breath on her neck. She felt this thing kind of following her around, but it wasn't anything scary. She never felt scared. It was more comforting. So after a while, she decided to take it to the next level, and she tried to kind of lure the ghost. And so
she was like laying on the bed covered in like rose petals.
Listen.
Like, hi, baby.
She said that she felt the ghost most of the time in her spare bedroom. So one day her husband was gone. She put some lingerie on. She walked into the spare bedroom, laid on the bed, turned the lights off, and waited for the ghosts. She said she waited for a while for her ghost lover and was really starting to give up hope because he didn't show up. She thought she had scared it off by being too keen, but just as she was falling asleep, he arrived. They had sex.
Is it cheating? Can you guys let us know in the comments what you think? Do you think it's cheating to have sex with a ghost?
Same thing. I know. I was thinking the same thing. She said, there was pressure on my thighs and breath on my neck. I just always felt safe. I had sex with the ghost. You can feel it. It's difficult to explain. There was a weight and a weightlessness, a physical breath and stroking, and the energy as well. She claimed to have sex with ghosts about 20 times until her fiance came home one day early from work and busted her.
Oh no, he walks in and she's just like standing there like, ah!
He said that he saw a shadow of a man in the corner.
What?
And during the interview, she was like, Yeah, I was actually really annoyed because the ghost never showed me its physical form, but showed its physical form to my fiance. And I guess the fiance was just kind of like, okay, whatever, have your fun, fucking crazy, you know? But she decided to leave her fiance eventually to pursue this relationship with this ghost.
Do you think they split the rent or the mortgage?
The ghost in her?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
God, I wonder if they still talk or if he ghosted her.
Well, that's a good one. That particular ghost in her eventually fizzled out.
Ugh.
That relationship ended, but
What?
I know.
I was rooting for them.
They didn't work out. They just had differences and...
Did they try going to couples counseling? You just have to get your Ouija board.
Yeah. But she wasn't going to let this stop her. She was moving on. She was single. She was horny hauntings.
Yes. They say once you go ghost, you'll love it the most.
Oh! I love that. She says that she has no desire to be with like a real human man. She just wants a ghost.
I get it.
Okay, but then this made me freak out because the host asked, well, what about pregnancy? Do you want kids? Surely you can't have children with a ghost. And she was like, well, actually, I've done a lot of research on phantom pregnancies. And I'm like, is my dog pregnant with a ghost
Doris
dog?
got pregnant with a ghost. Hopefully a dog.
It's like a fucking...
Like a fucking demogorg or something.
God.
Like a demon.
Oh my God, I love it no matter what.
Oh my God.
But she is open to having ghost baby. Not Doris. This woman is open to having ghost babies.
Good for her. Break the barriers.
How easy would that be? Yeah, I'm a fucking mom.
I wonder how labor is.
I don't know.
You just like fart. Just air.
She said she would like to eventually find a ghost to like really settle down with. Now, she went back on that channel a year later with different interviewers and talked about how she had been dating a new ghost now.
Oh.
For a while. She said that she actually became a member of the Mile High Club.
With a ghost.
With her ghost fiance on a trip back to Australia where she's
no
from.
kidding.
Yeah. She also said, we went to the zoo the other week.
That is so cool. And not crazy at all.
October of 2000.
Wait, how do you think he proposed?
I'm going to tell you. I have it
no,
here.
You're not.
Yeah. In October of 2018, she did another interview where she was finally engaged to her ghost boo.
We love a happy ending.
So sorry, it wasn't her ghost fiance. It was just her ghost boyfriend back on the plane.
Oh,
Not to
okay.
confuse anybody.
Thank you for clarifying. The other way sounded crazy, so
Yeah.
thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you for
sorry.
clarifying.
She said, I don't really know much about his past. He's very ancient, but he's very wise.
Ooh. That's what you want.
He's a bad boy. I don't even need to know about your past.
I don't want to hear about it, actually.
She said, talking about her engagement, that they went on a tour and he asked her to hang back for a second. And then he asked me. It was the first time I heard his actual voice. No engagement ring yet, she says. We are looking for one. He is really picky.
Somebody help her. You know what? No, she's not hurting anyone.
She's having the time of her life.
She's thriving.
Okay?
Maybe we should all try it.
And apparently he like brought her into a cave and that's where he proposed. So
In a cave.
in a little cave.
Ugh, that little phantom.
Okay, but listen. Then she says that he is there on set right now. And
He did not. He showed up.
He showed up. His name is Ray. She named him because he was in a picture with her as like a ray of sunshine or like a ray across her face, kind of.
Makes sense.
So she's like, yeah, he's actually here right now. And the camera pans to next to her, and it's just the the interviewers.
That's so shady. They
so
moved
shady.
the camera there like
No, the hosts say, "Hi, Ray. It's very nice to meet you." And they're like staring at nothing.
Oh, shit.
They were trying to be very, very respectful, but
Mm-hmm.
so they started asking him questions, and they were like, "So what made you fall in love with Amethyst?"
Did she like answer for it?
Well, it was silent, of course. and then yeah, she was kind of like answering.
Whole new meaning to dead air.
And then the interviewer asked about ghost babies again, and Amethyst was like, "I'm not trying to scare him off, so like I don't know yet." So then the saga continues. In October of 2020, she was back on to talk about how she called off the wedding.
Drama.
Listen to this. She says that Ray changed. She thinks that he fell into a bad crowd while they were on holiday. He became very inconsiderate and would disappear for long periods of time.
Oh, she couldn't see him?
Yeah. When he did come home, he would bring other spirits to the house and they would hang around for days.
Are you kidding?
He was fucking disrespectful. She thinks that he started doing drugs and partying a lot, and she gave him many chances and tried to get him to change, but he didn't. And then one day she placed black tourmaline all around her house and saged and was done with him.
That is the only way to do a breakup.
Can you imagine you're engaged, you think you're going to get married, and this fool just starts partying, doing drugs, bringing random people back to the house?
Deplorable.
I don't know. She's happy to be single, though. She's not giving up hope to find another ghost lover. And she also said, because this was in October of 2020, that ghosts have to socially distance as well during this pandemic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never would have thought. Listen, we're laughing a lot. And I feel like I'm being kind of shady with some of my comments towards her. Listen, if you've been listening for a while, you know, I have no strong beliefs in anything. So, like, when it comes to the afterlife especially, I'm like, do I believe in energy? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I believe that a ghost is coming into this woman's home and proposing and having sex with her? I would bet no.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'm like, whatever makes you happy.
She's not hurting anyone.
Nope.
She actually seems very coherent and very smart.
I feel like she really liked him. Ray, if you're listening, please write to us.
Ray, if you want to be on.
Wait, oh my... he
Is
just
he
came
here?
in the
He's
room
here.
right now. Hold on. Ray, what do you have to say?
I think he's drunk. Ray, you have to
can't
sober
say
up.
that. You can't say that on our show. Sorry,
we have to
Ray.
edit that. Bye, Ray. Okay, Playboy does like a sexual word of the day or sexual word of the week.
Uh-huh.
And they did one on spectrophiles, and they said many spectrophiles report experiencing ghost sex as a vivid dream right as they're falling asleep or waking up. This description has led some experts to say that spectrophiles are actually experiencing sleep paralysis, which is characterized by an inability to move and sometimes hallucinations and intense physical sensations.
That makes sense.
God, I do kind of, the mirror stuff we'll get into one day on here because
That would be a good topic for a coffin spinner.
mirrors can be a portal. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Sure. Oh my god, cut to tonight. I'm like having the best sex of my life.
Oh my God.
No thanks. I don't want anyone near me,
This goes
dead or alive.
fucks me
Buddy.
up.
Imagine you like walk in all crazy next week when we have to record. You're like, dude, I don't want to talk
sex
about
of
it.
my life. You're like, wow.
Oh god, we need to move away from this.
Yes.
Okay, so after somebody is a ghost is typically when the obituary happens. So
Yes.
how about we move into those?
Perfect.
Before we do, let's take one quick break. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Spencer,
And we're back.
what's your obituary?
I got Randall this week from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hi, Randall.
Which, by the way, some report came in, and a lot of our listeners are from Arizona.
Cool. We need to go there.
We need to raw dog Arizona. Randall of Phoenix died at age 65, having lived a life that would have sent a lesser man to his grave decades earlier. This one was actually sent to us, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I said, I'm doing it. His friends called him RJ, but to his family, he was Uncle Bunky, a.k.a. the Bunkster.
Aww.
He told his last joke, which cannot be printed here, on May 4th of 2020. Uncle Bunky burned the candle and whatever else was handy at both ends. He spoke in a gravelly patois of wisecracks, mangled metaphors, and inspired profanity that reflected the Arizona dive bars, Colorado ski slopes, and various dodgy establishments where he spent his days and nights. He was a living, breathing, hang loose sign, a swaggering hybrid of Zony desert rat, SoCal hobo, and Tellerud ski bum. A prolific surveyor of bunkyisms, such as Save It, Clown, he would mercilessly tease his nephews with nicknames such as Mudflap and Style Master. Just days before his beloved cat Kitters passed away, he too succumbed to the great Gradu, leaving behind a vapor trail of memories and a piece of sage advice lingering in his loved one's ears. Do what Bunky say, not what Bunky do. For all of his chaotic energy and hysterical charm, he had a gentle soul. A night out with Bunky could result in a court summons or a world-class hangover, but his friends and family would drop whatever they were doing to make a trip out to see him. His impish smile and irreverent sense of humor were enough to quell whatever sensibilities he offended. He didn't mean any harm, that was just Bunky being Bunky. When the end drew near, he left us with a final Bunkyism. I'm ready for the dirt nap, but you can't leave the party if you can't find the door. He found the door, but the party will never be the same without him.
Aww.
In lieu of flowers, please pay someone's open bar tab, smoke a bowl, and fearlessly carve out some fresh lines through the trees on the gnarliest side of the mountain.
Bunky.
Bunky. And you know what? I feel like he would really love Obituary. I feel like he would love being on Obituary. It sounds right up his alley.
That's awesome, Bunky. Live like Bunky.
Live like Bunky. We can't smoke a bowl because I'm sober and we know about Madison's last experience with marijuana, but we will, maybe we'll go skiing. Maybe we'll fucking, I don't know, we'll cheers our Diet Cokes.
We'll fucking hang loose, brother.
We're hanging loose for Bunky. And that's my obituary. What you got for me this week?
You've got Bunky, I've got Sonny.
Ooh.
Now, that's not his full name, but we're going to call him Sonny. He was born September 19th, 1936, died October 14th, 2019. He's preceded in death by many of his family that came to the United States of America dating back to the 1680s. His parents, his sisters, his nephews, daughters, granddaughters, younger sisters, the whole shebang. Sonny was a gentleman to most, an asshole to some, and a dirty old man to a couple.
Uh-oh.
He was a gentleman to those who earned it, an asshole to those who deserved it, and a dirty old man to those who'd let him get away with it. He had a lot of love inside, but he wasn't a man who always knew how to show it. He was a man that worked hard all of his life and maybe partied a little too hard in his younger years. He was a jack of all trades, and there wasn't anything he couldn't build or fix. Even when he got too brittle to do much, he would get pissed when you wouldn't let him help. Sonny loved to fish and had plenty of stories to tell about his favorite pastime, going all the way back to when he and his mom went fishing on the Tennessee River when he was a boy. Sonny had plenty of jokes in his arsenal and loved to tell them, especially if they were dirty.
Oh, he would have been friends with Bunky.
I know! If there is only one thing that we all can agree on about Sonny, is that he was a tough old boy all the way to the end, and he will be missed by all, loved by most, and hated by only a few. Goodbye, Dad. I will miss you.
Oh, I like that one.
I do too. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Well, I don't know how
Not
sweet
so
it is. We got two like party guys, I feel like, in these ones. Oh God. I love it. You know, people out there living their lives, and I feel like that's how an obituary should be. See, I change my mind, though, every week on what I want my obituary to be.
Same.
Sometimes I'm like, I like this short and sweet. Sometimes I like the really deep meaning ones where it's like, it leaves you feeling like that is the point to life. But then sometimes I'm like, they had a good time. They talked shit.
Sometimes I want to write my own.
Yeah. I mean, we really should.
I know.
If there's one person I'll let write mine, it's you after doing this together. Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, you guys know what time it is now. It's time for some dumb
ass
criminals. Okay, so this might actually be one of my most favorite dumb criminals ever. And today's story comes right here from California.
No way.
Indio, California, to be specific. We've stayed in Indio together.
Yes.
Remember, we sat in a lazy river.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
I slept in a Murphy bed.
I didn't.
I know, I did, though.
I got to be with my boyfriend in a room. I'm going to have you watch a video while I explain what's going on. You guys, don't worry, I'll include the video in today's post. But before I show you, let's lay it out. It's September of 2016, and a man who I believe has still yet to be found decided to break into Indio's YMCA. This was like some CIA shit. He was crawling through the ventilation system and everything, which we love. Okay, so watch. Can you see it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so look. Watch right here. Okay, we have little tiles falling from the ceiling. Look at his little legs. I see your little legs. They're tangling. Okay, it takes a second for him to drop down. Wait for it. So he's hanging there. Didn't really think this one through.
This is not what Bunky meant.
No.
Hanging 10.
Oh, okay. Oh. So he sticks a landing. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fall. What he's doing here is
It's a classroom?
It's at the YMCA. It's like a children's area. There's a cash register there, though. He's currently breaking it open.
Uh-huh.
He grabs the cash that's inside of it.
Uh-huh.
And then books it out of there. Here's a little shot of him running. Beep. Gotta go. You know, of course, that was a children's playroom. And the cash register was filled with children's play money.
Wait, it wasn't even real money?
No. It was a children's... It was like the cash register in the children's area of the YMCA. Well, and I was like...
What the fuck?
I was like, I bet he has a niece or nephew or something that was like, hey, Uncle Mike, like, they have a cash register with real money at the YMCA.
Oh, my God.
So that, my friends, is a dumb-ass criminal.
What a fucking idiot.
And I just like there's somebody, I don't know how they haven't caught him yet, because you can clearly see his face and everything in it.
What happens, though, when you're in the ventilation system or whatever, and you're like, oh, that's a classroom. Oh, okay, that's the register he's talking about? I would have turned around and been like,
yeah,
bye.
He's like working for like a mob boss or something. They're like, you're going to go in there. You're going to get the cash from the register. He's like, hey, I got it, boss. And it's like this fucking Monopoly. Like, dumbass. What you got for me?
What a dumbass. I have 2 little short guys.
How short
No,
were they?
No, I just mean 2 little short stories. In October of 2011 in England, there were a lot of people that were being sent these letters to their homes from like a marketing company.
Was it Cutco?
That was the knives. It was pretty legit. Like they were getting these letters, and these letters said that they were entitled to collect a free crate of beer. I guess just a company like wanting to market their product.
Okay.
Selecting these people. So there was a number to call to arrange a date and time to pick up your free crate of beer.
Uh-huh.
So these people called and scheduled a time to come pick up their beer. When they arrived at the location that they agreed on, they were confronted by police. You see, the people that received these letters were all people who were criminals who had evaded arrest.
Oh, so
And what these people didn't know is that this was actually a letter from the police in Derbyshire, England, and the number they were calling was actually the number to Chesterfield Police Station.
Jesus Christ.
So they were literally setting up their own arrest. The police department was sick of these people who were evading arrest, so they came up with something known as Operation Rocky to catch these guys. And a total of 19 people fell for this over a free crate of beer.
Imagine. That happened on like The Simpsons or something. They went to like claim a boat or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They interviewed a police officer, and he said it has been very cost effective as it can take a lot of time and money to track people down. We use a variety of methods to arrest those suspected of committing criminal offenses, and we will continue to use new tactics when necessary. So if you ever get a letter for free crate of beer
and you got a warrant,
don't fall for it.
It's not worth it.
Okay, but speaking of beer, I have one more. This is a man named Sean Payne. He was a 35-year-old man from Texas who got so drunk at Shamrock's Bar in Humble and was arrested for public intoxication outside of that bar. He was so drunk that police had to hold his head up in his mugshot. Look at this. Look at him!
Oh, poor guy.
He's like, what the fuck?
God damn it. You know his friends gave him shit for that afterwards.
I know.
If that was me, I would frame it. I'd put it in my
I would
house like
too.
Khloe Kardashian did with her mugshot.
I'd make shirts for sure.
Oh my God, dumbass.
Dumbass.
Well, we gave you a lot to think about this week, okay?
Yes.
We gave you all that we have, so it's time to get in bed, turn the lights off, light a candle, put on your sexiest outfit, and wait for a ghost lover to come through. We'll be back next week with some more coffin spinners.
Obituaries.
And some dumb
Ass.
criminals. Don't forget to rate and review, and also, if it's nice, and don't forget to...
Please.
Don't be rude.
We're the annoying duo.
Yeah, someone called us the annoying duo, which I sent it to her, and I was like, it's definitely true.
Perfect.
Fitting. And, follow along online at obituarypod. Write to us, obitpod@gmail.com, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.